Hello everybody, welcome back to F1 Manager 24, and we are at Canada, one of my favourite Grand Prix in all aspects of F1, I'd say. The game, the racing game, the management game, and actually in real life as well. I love the F1 in Canada. It is great fun. Right, we are mostly neutral in terms of our mentality, which is probably the best it's ever been. We've got everyone feeling neutral other than our affiliate, who's getting paid far too much money, but he is pretty positive, so that's not too bad. We also have a little bit of money in our account, $298,000 in our account. I think I said pounds last time. So one of the things, it's not enough for us to buy the suspension that we need for Ollie Bearman's car, so unfortunately we are still going to have to manufacture one as an emergency. Yeah, 1.2 million, so we're going to be £1 million in debt. Excellent. So yeah, we can get that on there, install it on car 2. I mean, it does mean that both of our cars are in a very good position to do something in Canada and score points. Both of them should be in a good position to score points. As you can see, car number 2 with Bearman, the best car for engine cooling. Top speed DRS effectiveness is very good. Low speed, medium speed and high speed aren't too bad either. And Drugovic sort of has good, better cornering, but all around a pretty decent car. Now, some of you may have noticed when we're in here as well, the powertrain have all got worn bits. I've put them in for practice 1 and practice 2, and then you need to change them after practice 2, so the good engine components are in for practice 3, qualifying in the race. If you do it after practice 3, there's currently a bug in the game, which may have been fixed by the time this comes out, but there's a bug in the game where it then gives you a grid penalty, which is what happened for us with Ollie Bearman way back in the earlier part of the save. Now, the board obviously aren't happy that we're bankrupt or low of money, so I am committing to this. We are no longer researching anything, designing anything. We are just going to manufacture components when we get some money in the bank and trying to keep these cars going till the end of the season. Also hoping we don't have to take a replacement engine, ERS or gearbox, because that would really eat into our cost cap. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun indeed. But anyway, let's get into Canada. I'll do practice. We'll be back for qualifying. See you in a bit.
Let's hope the teams took full advantage of practice. It's time for qualifying.
The circuit Gilles Villeneuve isn't a permanent track, so circuit evolution is high over the Grand Prix weekend. Overtaking is possible, but getting a well-timed lap in qualifying will help any driver.
Okay, back for qualifying. Here we are about to go. I'm not sure how to... As long as we don't crash, we just can't afford to keep emergency manufacturing components. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. I mean, everything's set up. 97% car set up for Drugovic, 100% set up for Bearman. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. It's clear skies, light rain for the race though, which will be very interesting. But yeah, let's get out there, see what these guys can do. We're going to go and set an early lap again with both of them, hopefully. Bearman's out, and is Drugovic. Ocon, Leclerc and Magnussen on circuit as well. So Bearman's across the line, top, love to see it. 111. I mean, Drugovic is literally going to overtake someone on his lap, so that's how much quicker we are than the Haas, but that is not going to give us a good time when we cross it. And he's gone quicker than his teammate, so it did work out quickly to overtake the Haas. There you go. What do I know? So we're sending out both drivers again just to see what they can do on this one, as it looked like Zhou may have had a little bit of an incident there. But Drugovic starting his fast lap now. Clean air in front of him, see what he can do with that. Let's have a quick check. Yeah, slower for him, as I think Ollie Bearman may have just had an issue there, because he went very slow. But Drugovic is up in P5, Bearman in P7 at the moment. We'll see, yeah, because Bearman's a long way behind Guan Yu Zhou, so I'm going to assume he hit traffic, because that first sector is the only one that let him down. Okay, we're going to send both drivers out for another lap. I'm just waiting to time this well, to be honest. Right, there goes Zhou, so let him go. What's Ocon doing here? So, right, let's go behind Ocon. And we'll go there, so we're going to be behind Ricciardo and Bottas. They're both on used tyres, but we should be in a good enough position here to set a lap. So let's see. Hopefully we see green sectors coming through. Hamilton is on a quick lap now, so we'll catch him up when we start ours. Drugovic should get a free lap here though, which is good. And Drugovic is in. Hamilton is finishing his lap. Hamilton is not improving, I don't think, which is a bit strange. Bearman is catching Bottas. There's a yellow flag somewhere. Sonoda locked up on turn 1. He's behind us. Drugovic has gone yellow, which is a little bit irritating, but that's not a problem. Drugovic should be through anyway. So Drugovic doesn't improve his time. Ollie Bearman is just going to be coming through for his. He does improve, goes above his teammate. 6th and 7th. Lovely. 7th and 8th. Unless someone else pushes us down a little bit further. 7th and 8th. So heading into Q2 then, we're going to start on the used set that we used in Q1. And we're going to go out there and set a nice early banker. See what we can do. We'll be back for the proper lap. So both drivers are loaded up with a fresh set of softs ready to go. Our banker laps were pretty terrible. So yeah, we're just going to wait for a decent gap to come out in. And they have come out, so Drugovic is in his own little space. Bearman is out behind Bottas again, so he's probably going to get a good tow from Bottas down the long start-finish straight in the 2 DRS zones here. But Drugovic is going to start his lap. He's going to catch Albon, which will be a bit of traffic. Hopefully he catches him at a good point. It does. It's not a bad point. It's the corners you want to avoid catching them. So Albon should get out of the way here. He does. So Drugovic on a yellow. Wow. Yet Drugovic not improving from his first lap. That's incredible. That really surprised me. Ollie Bearman's going to be jumping right up, I think. Ollie Bearman hasn't quite finished his lap yet. He is now, and Bearman goes up to 7th. So we do need to get Drugovic back out there again on another lap. I think Ollie Bearman stays where he is. Drugovic, though, we get him reconfigured, get those softs on again. And then with Drugovic just about finding the gap. In fact, there you go. There's a nice gap for you there. You're not going to hit any traffic in that one, Philippe. So you need to improve, my friend. You certainly need to improve. And here he goes, starting his fast lap. It's now or never for Drugovic to get out. I think Bearman's going to be safe and into Q3, so we're not sending him out again. Ollie Bearman doing really well. Philippe Drugovic has a pretty much clean track in front of him. He's got past the Ferrari there, so hopefully he can find some pace around the circuit of Canada, the circuit Villeneuve. He has gone green in Sector 1. I do think that first lap time he was held up by traffic. So come on, Philippe, you can do this. You can beat Stroll, Alonso or Albon. A lot of people are going to be out on fast laps as well, but we wanted to make sure he had a clean track to get through. It's a green Sector 1. Is it going to be a green Sector 2 as he comes down towards the hairpin? Looks like it is a green Sector 2, so this is a good lap from Philippe Drugovic. This is a good lap so far. No one else is improving either, which is around him, which is very good. Bottas will be starting his fast lap soon, but this should be an improvement for Drugovic. Stroll is improving, so he may jump above Ollie Bearman. Alonso and Albon aren't, so this could be very good for Drugovic. I wasn't sure if he hit the wall there because the camera changed angle, but he is across the line. It is a personal best for him, and he goes 7th. Get in. So the checker flag falls on Q2, and it's 7th and 8th again. The car is showing decent and consistent pace, which is good. Puts that Monaco mess behind us, really, doesn't it? Again, we're going to go and start on the used set that we've got there, and get out there and just do the same again. Manage the time release. That's all it is. Try and get some free track out there. Ollie Bearman's out. We'll put Drugovic behind Verstappen. We'll see what they can do on these little banker laps. And then go. Bearman's going to hit some traffic around Piastri, which is a bit annoying, but Bearman goes top of the charts and then immediately drops to 3rd and 4th. Right, both drivers ready and raring to go on a fresh set of softs. I think we're going to wait until we get towards the end of the session, though. Okay, both drivers are out for their fast lap now. We've got Drugovic behind Perez, hoping he can get a bit of a tow. But yeah, this is it. This is make or break for the drivers. Hopefully... Oh, there are drivers coming out. I thought we timed it right going out with Perez, but we should catch Alonso on the fast straight, which we do, which is good. Bearman may have just got held up. It's not the quickest of laps. It's 7th for Drugovic, and I think it's going to be 8th for Bearman. That traffic getting in the way. But yeah, we'll see. It looks like 7th and 8th, which is consistent throughout all of qualifying, so not bad.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal.
Named after the legendary Canadian driver, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve has been host to plenty of first-time winners. Jean Alesi, Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica and Daniel Ricciardo all got their maiden victories here.
Gilles Villeneuve is a quick, free-flowing circuit in parts, with a stop-start aspect thrown in for good measure around the chicanes and hairpin bends. Medium speed downforce will play a large part in avoiding the wall of champions and ensuring success at this iconic track. It's race day and final preparations are underway.
Okay, so we do have light rain in today's race where they're saying intermediates will be going on at some point. So, oh god, I've got to remember how to do this now. Is it in strategy? Track graph, there we go. Yeah, so it's going to be basically as quick as you can to lap sort of 11 or 12 and then get on the inters. Well, that makes a decision for us really, doesn't it? It's soft tyres, I think you can get. Our weather centre isn't the best, but I think we go with that to start for both drivers. They should both have a spare set of softs. So onto the softs, push, and then get onto the inters. We're just going to set it as that, and then we'll have to play it by ear as it goes. But, I mean, and it's going to be a wet race, so take some fuel out the car. Try and get a good start. It's all going to be about pit stop times and timing and strategy and making sure we get the right call. But starting 7th and 8th, I'm pretty excited, to be honest. Let's get into it. No real strategy needs there. We will get into this one. Come on. Double points finish would be incredible. It really would be incredible. So, waiting for 5 red lights. And we're away. We are away. So, quick pause then. We're going to do another thing of rarely and low. We just can't afford for them to crash. So, that's the reason we're doing that. We're going to push. We'll push the engine as well. And we'll deploy the DRS off the, or the ERS off the start. Attack, push, and deploy off the start. Let's see how we go. Straight into thing. It's another really bad start from Drugovic, which is going to allow his teammate in. Potentially. Yeah, Ollie Behrman gets round the outside, then he's on the inside, and he'll jump up into 7th. So a position swap there for each team. It looks like the McLarens are doing the same as well, as this first lap is always a little bit... You've got to be wary as a sort of team principal watching this unfold, because it's so dangerous with your drivers driving close to each other. But it's a double Red Bull, double Ferrari, double McLaren, double Brawn, double Aston Martin. So it's definitely an interesting start to this Canadian Grand Prix, although we're going to try and get past somewhere there. That's Drugovic looking to sneak up the inside of a McLaren, but didn't quite get it done. But yeah, it's good. Obviously Canada gets very interesting once DRS opens, with that huge DRS straight coming in, and luckily we don't get hit from behind in the hairpin. Everyone makes it through in front of us, and I don't think there's any incidents behind us either. So big push. Lap 1 is done. Everyone, well, not done yet. Are they going to get through the wall of champions? As Perez and Verstappen having a nice little battle up there at the front. But yeah, the track should suit our car. It's just whether the drivers can get their way through as well. Lap 1 done. We are still going, which is good. So we come down the first DRS straight with DRS open, and we were having a look but can't quite get it done. I think we're just going to sit in nicely now behind the McLarens. I'm not too worried about that. Let's see how we go. What is the rain looking like? When is the rain coming? It's still saying around there, so we should be okay pushing these tyres. Just need to make sure we don't overheat them into the red. So Ollie Behrman's just lost a place to Lance Stroll, which is a little bit irritating, but I'm not too worried about it. We can get him to deploy his battery to make sure that he stays in there and potentially has a chance to get Lance Stroll going into the first DRS straight and getting it back. But at the moment it's a bit much of follow the leader, really. It's everyone stuck in a DRS train, other than now Stroll, who's not going to get DRS. But yeah, it's a bit of a DRS train and no one's really getting around anyone. Sainz has managed to get first. But other than that, there's not. There's lots of battles happening, but not too many of major note, to be honest. Right, I mean, he's very, very close to Lance Stroll there. So hopefully, on the next massive DRS straight, he can make a move. We might give him a little bit of battery just to help him around as well, because you get quite a lot of momentum here. So out of the hairpin. Go on then, Ollie. Let's do a nice big push, as we are getting close to the rain. Come on, Ollie. You can go and get Lance Stroll at his home Grand Prix. I mean, you're actually quite far off. But you can see also as well, Drugovic is having a look at Piastri. Doesn't quite get it on. And we were quite far away there from Lance Stroll. That is a little bit irritating. Luckily, there's a gap to the bottom like out of the top 10, there is a gap. So although Ollie Behrman now is having a look up the inside of Lance Stroll, I don't think he's going to make that stick though, because Lance Stroll will have the inside for the next corner. Yeah, so battle's still happening as Nico Hulkenberg sets the fastest lap. Didn't expect to see that. Still battling with Lance Stroll. One of them's going to have to give way soon because it doesn't go too wide for the whole of Canada. And Ollie Behrman's going to have the inside. And Ollie Behrman is not going to get... Oh, they've both got DRS. This could be very interesting. Who's got the fast car in a straight line with DRS open? Ollie Behrman does. He's going to have the inside here. Lovely, 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 lovely. Great move from Ollie Behrman. He's back in it. Drugovic has just dropped out of the... DRS of Oscar Piastri apparently, which is a little bit irritating. But 8 laps down, I don't think, yeah, 2 minutes and there's a 25% chance of rain. Okay, the rain has started. Spots of rain coming down, so now it's all about getting the timing right for the pit stop. Both at him, so Behrman got passed by Stroll and Drugovic got passed by Alonso, which I'm not too upset about, to be honest. I think we've pushed our tyres a lot harder than anybody else on the track, so that was understandable. But as long as we stay with these, we will be okay. We've just got to keep an eye on the on how damp the track is getting. Okay, so Max Verstappen is coming into pit. I'm intrigued to see what he's come out on. Is he on Inters? Is he on Inters there? I think, yeah, he is on Inters. I feel like that's a bit soon, Maxi boy, but there you go. We've just passed him. He is on fresh Inters as Behrman gets past him. It's only 0.67. And it is going to be getting worse. We could potentially bring in Drugovic, who's going to be behind him, but it's not going up that quickly yet. Our tyres are getting knackered, but I feel like Max has gone very early there, although he is easily keeping pace with us. He has got a much faster car. I'm going to see what sort of tyre wear he has after this first lap. Because the weather is going to get worse. The weather is going to get worse. So I'm wondering, with Drugovic, do we follow Max? It's not a bad person to follow, is it, Max Verstappen, on a tactic? See, I feel like we're holding up Max Verstappen there. So on 0.7, is there anybody else pitting? A few others are now pitting. Right, Drugovic, you're going to come in. Pit options onto a fresh set of Inters. Confirm. We can actually get you to just go back to standard for now. So Drugovic is going to come in. Max is behind Ollie Behrman. This is who we're walking. Ollie Behrman's in front at the moment. So I think we put Ollie Behrman out for one more lap. Oh, hang on. Do we want to do Behrman first? Do we want to do Ollie Behrman first? What's this? It's pretty steady. It's a pretty steady increase. My worry is that Ollie Behrman isn't pulling away from Max Verstappen and he's on the Inters. And he hasn't had any tyre wear for like one lap. What's the gap? Interval. So about 2 seconds. Yeah, it's about 2.6 seconds behind Ollie Behrman. That's not enough to double stack, I don't think. 40. Yeah, actually, what we're going to do then, pit options. Cancel that pit stop. Ollie Behrman is going to come in for Inters. He should, hopefully, have enough. Yeah, so Ollie Behrman's in. Right, Ollie Behrman is in. Do we leave Drugovic out? 0.72. It's going to be around about 0.8, I think. Yeah, everyone is going to Inters on this lap. Do we double stack? 2.4 seconds. I don't want to lose position. We're in 2-point playing positions at the moment. You would imagine Hulkenberg is going to come in. We shouldn't have a 7-second stop. We shouldn't have a 7-second stop. We are going to bring both drivers in because I imagine Nico Hulkenberg is going to be pitting as well. But we're double stack. Hulkenberg stays out. Wow, that's a surprise. Okay. So we're going to be on board here with Drugovic. As there goes Behrman in. Please have a good stop. Please have a good stop. Oh, it's not a good stop. The front left was really slow. Front left was slow. Drugovic does have a good stop though, the 8th fastest of everybody there, and we have lost a few positions, but Hulkenberg, Russell, Albon have all got a pit. The front 4 have still all got a pit as well. Norris has got a mechanical fault in front of us, so I think we can now all go aggressive like that till the end really, and we see how this goes. Drugovic isn't the best in the wet. He's not got great wet weather driving skills, but yeah, this will be interesting now. This will be interesting when these leaders pit, where they're going to come out. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Behrman in 12th, Drugovic in 13th. We were 8th and 10th when we pitted, so hopefully we come out around there, because all these guys are going to have to pit. The rain is still coming, so everyone in front of us other than Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc and Stroll all have to pit. So this is going to be very, very interesting now, because there you go, Perez, Alonso, Hulkenberg all in the pits. Stroll is already on inters. Albon is coming into the pits. Hulkenberg is in. So Ollie Behrman now. Get round the wall, past the wall of champions. Should jump quite a few of these people here. Behrman jumps Albon. Jumps Hulkenberg. Alonso is going to come out in front. So we have had a bit of a net loss. Although Russell hasn't pitted yet. So that's an interesting one. But yeah, both of them jump Hulkenberg. We'll jump Russell when he pits. So I think we're going to be 9th and 10th rather than 8th and... Were we 8th and 9th? Were we 8th and 10th or 9th? We might have been 9th and 10th actually, so it might have been no real net loss. But Russell is definitely going to have to pit on this next lap. But yeah, okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So Russell does pit, and I think both of us are going to jump Russell. Yeah, we are quite easily. Russell's had a bit of a shocker there. But yeah, both drivers out there still in the points, 9 and 10. Will be interesting to see if we can catch Alonso. I don't think we will. Ollie Behrman is good in the rain, but he's not that good. Okay, the track is officially damp, which I think means that DRS will be unavailable now as well, because we just had Hulkenberg and Drugovic having a bit of a battle. Drugovic has just pulled away from him, but we're not catching Alonso, but it'll be interesting to see how we get on. According to our strategy as well, ignore what it says on the screen because it's two blue dots, we can push all the way on these tyres hard to the end of the race, so we'll see. Just manage the temperatures, I guess. Okay, we have a virtual safety car, which is quite interesting. Which is going to allow us to get the temperatures back in line, conserve some energy, engine usage, and recharge a battery. Sargent crashed, obviously. That was always going to be it. Tsunoda is catching us with Drugovic, as Sargent has to retire, but yeah, VSC in this one. I mean, it's a very spaced out field. We are a long way back from Alonso. But at the moment, I'm still happy with how it's going. Okay, the virtual safety car will be ending anytime soon. We've got a lot of charge into our batteries here, which is very good, because we are going to deploy as much as we can to get through. It's brought our fuel back in line as well, which is helpful. So attack, deploy, and we'll just go to balance, because they generally use less throttle, which means less petrol in the rain. So we should make up that fuel loss before the end. But here we go then. Push, push, push. Behrman and Drugovic need to push, and hopefully we extend this gap to Tsunoda behind us. But he is racing very well, Yuki Tsunoda, at the moment. So we've got a yellow flag as Daniel Ricciardo spins. And, oh yeah, that's not very nice. That's going to hurt his race quite a lot. So Yuki Tsunoda has overtaken Ollie Behrman. He's come out of bloody nowhere, Yuki Tsunoda. He's having a great old race. I don't know where he's pulled this pace from. Magnussen's out who's got a mechanical fault. But Behrman has dropped back to 11th. I don't know if it's because we're potentially pushing the tyres a bit too hard. But, yeah, I mean, Yuki Tsunoda's just come out of bloody nowhere there. He's right on the back of Drugovic, and he's overtaken Ollie Behrman. I could really do with Norris's fault causing a bigger issue. We have closed the gap to Alonso, though. But, yeah, 45 laps down. Okay, they're saying it's slick weather. It probably is, but for not very long. So we're not going to change. We're just going to put the tyres to standard. But I do feel like they've just activated DRS. So this is a time we can get back at Yuki Tsunoda, I feel, because we're in a decent position. Yeah, they've reopened DRS. The track is below a millimetre. It's not going to have too much grip. But, yeah, so Yuki's probably going to go for Drugovic. So we need Behrman to be right up behind Yuki Tsunoda as well. But I feel like there's no point in changing. I think the rain's going to come back. And we'll see the track condition go back to intermediates being the best very quickly. I wonder if anyone's going to pit. I doubt they will. But there we go. That's deploying our battery. That's what we can do. Go on. Can you get past Yuki? No, he's defending it well. That's all right. Well played, Yuki Tsunoda. Well done, Yuki Tsunoda. Of course, this is going to test for skill levels of how drivers are on the wrong type of tyres, although we are overtaking a Kick Sauber there. We are lapping, I assume that's Guan Yu Zhou that we're lapping. Poor old Zhou. He's having a poor old time of it in this career mode. But, yeah, well, so are we, because I think we're going to be well over our cost cap. So let's see how that works out towards the end of the season. But we're still hanging on in the DRS of Yuki Tsunoda, which isn't a bad thing. That RB car is quick with Tsunoda behind the wheel, though. So up in front, it looks like Yuki Tsunoda has got past Drugovic, and Tsunoda somehow has the DRS as well, which is impressive. So Drugovic may lose 2 places here if his teammate goes for a look as well. 2 into 1 does not go in this corner, chaps. 2 into 1 does not go. Oliver Behrman gets through. I'm letting them race because they're so equal on attributes. But yeah, there we go. So still 1 minute until 80% chance of rain. So the rain should be coming back, I think. So hopefully we can pull each other along into Yuki Tsunoda, which would be very good, to be honest. Yuki is absolutely flying in that RB. Absolutely flying. Okay, we are back to damp, and in that time Drugovic overtook Behrman. It's now him who is behind Yuki Tsunoda. So yeah, our driver's having a good old battle, but we are back to intermediate weather, which is good. And we actually have a lot of battery here with Drugovic, so we can try and manage that to get him very close to Yuki Tsunoda. So he's going to be in range. So what we don't want to do is drop Behrman from Drugovic's DRS. We need one driver to pull the other one along. Now, can we get both drivers past Yuki Tsunoda on this straight? I'm not sure. They'll both get DRS, so they both could be in a good position. Let's go on board with Drugovic. Is he going to be just too far away? He doesn't have DRS, which is weird. Oh, DRS has been disabled because of the weather. Damn it. Okay, well, we've just got to stay close to Yuki then. That's all we've got to do. And because we're now back in to damp weather, we can go back to aggressive on our tyres and keep the pace going as we can. You can see we've recovered all of our fuel as well by just because it being a little bit rainy. Oh, we've got a virtual safety car. Not too sure who it is because I'm watching in the map view. I don't think it's either of our drivers, but again, a virtual safety car allows us to just conserve everything a little bit more again. And yeah, interesting. Is there anyone tumbling down the order? Bottas is tumbling down the order. He has crashed on turn 3.
Now this was Valtteri Bottas.
He's just driving along in his own little world. And, oh my word, he's gone straight on. Lack of grip for Valtteri Bottas. He has gone straight on. And, yeah, into the VSC we go. So, well, DRS is disabled. I thought DRS already was disabled. Bottas has retired. We're keeping an eye on Lando with this. In fact, while we're under VSC, I think we can have a look at... Where is Lando? Lando Norris, 27%. He may get a failure at some point on his gearbox, that is. So he's keeping his engine in temperature well. But yeah, interesting what Lando Norris is going to do with that gearbox. Okay, it's happened again where the track is now dry. And it's going to be dry for a longer period this time before going back to Inters. But I still think Inters are going to be the best tyre here. I still think the Inters are going to be the best tyre. But yeah, we're still under VSC, so I don't know why we've dropped so far behind Yuki Tsunoda, but we have. But we have charged up our battery completely, and for Drugovic anyway, so we're going to be ready to attack after that. But virtual safety car is ending, so let's get ready to rumble. Into attack, push mode, attack, push mode, and deploy. And hopefully we can... Okay. Lewis Hamilton is gaining on us as well. So we do have... I'm going to assume it's our tyres. Yeah, where we've been pushing them a little bit harder than everyone else. It does look like they are gaining on us a little bit. But you can push the tyres till the end and be safe. DRS isn't able to... Fernando Alonso's got an issue. That could be, if Norris and Alonso don't finish this race, we're going to gain 2 positions, which is absolutely huge. So we're back to damp conditions. Somebody ran wide, competitors ran wide there, talking to Ollie Bierman. But yeah, we're back to damp conditions, so hopefully we can get a bit more pace out of the tyre. But it seems to be settling down. Drugovic is 2.5 seconds behind Tsunoda, Bierman's 4 seconds behind him, and Hamilton is 4.5 seconds behind Ollie Bierman. So we just need one of these guys to fail, so that we can get a double point paying position. So we've got another VSC, but Lewis Hamilton has just overtaken Ollie Bierman. Ollie Bierman got held up by letting Max Verstappen pass him to lap under blue flags. But yeah, Hamilton just had the pace, and I think the tyres are what's costing us. So hopefully Hamilton doesn't catch Drugovic, but we do have a VSC here. Please be for Lando Norris. Is he stopped? No, he's still driving. Damn. I want to gain a free spot. So virtual safety car. So harvest. Definitely save the tyres, but don't let them get too cold. And we can just go to balanced for fuel under the virtual safety car. But yeah, I mean, I'm worried that Hamilton is massively going to catch us.
And there's been quite a crash.
Zhou has crashed. He's been terrible, Zhou. He's been awful. Okay, virtual safety car is ending, so we know what to do here, don't we? We know what to do here. 3 laps to go with the virtual safety car. Oh, well, as the virtual safety car ends. And I think our focus will be Bierman trying to catch Lewis Hamilton, so let's see how he does. I'm hoping that he can make something happen. Virtual safety car has ended. We are back racing under green flag conditions. And Verstappen has a mechanical fault. Oh my word, what is happening to the AI teams? Everybody developing faults in Canada, it seems. We've been managing our engines pretty well, but the AI have been struggling, as Ollie Bierman is struggling to match Hamilton for pace, which makes sense. But Verstappen is going very slow, and that is giving Hamilton one hell of a tow. But we are gaining, apparently. We are gaining. Ollie Bierman and Lewis Hamilton having quite the battle here behind Max Verstappen with his mechanical fault. And Stroll now has a mechanical fault as well. As Ollie Bierman goes up the inside of Lewis Hamilton, I think we're going to have the DRS here. So what I'm going to tell him to do is drive in clean air and get... If we can unlap ourselves, it would be massive. We don't have DRS. Bollocks. Which means we're still trying to get in that clean air. No, doesn't get the move done, but we have just depleted lots of our battery. And there is Lewis Hamilton on our left, coming through with the DRS. Final lap for Max Verstappen. This is a battle we're going to have with oh, he's forced us off. We're going to have underfloor damage because of that. Lewis Hamilton forced us off. It's got to be some sort of penalty. Right, push it. We need to take Hamilton because Russell's got a mechanical fault. What is going on in this race? Right, we can push here. Try and get past Hamilton on this lap, because when Verstappen crosses the line, it's going to be race over. So if we're ahead of Hamilton when we cross the line, that will be wonderful. We'll go and look at Drugovic in a minute. Got 21% battery. Okay, neutral there because we can utilise it on the... Don't overtake him now. Don't overtake him now. Get the DRS for the big DRS bit. Now you go. I know we've only got a little bit of battery, but now you go with DRS. You can take Hamilton and get 11th. It's not a point paying position, but it'll be good. I know your battery's dead. Come on. Open up the DRS. Why is the DRS not open? It's because it's a damp weather, Dave. You're an idiot. So we're not going to get it. We're not going to beat Hamilton. We're not going to beat Hamilton. We get it done with Ollie Bierman. As it's Hamilton 11th, Bierman 12th. And then Drugovic is very comfortably now in 10th. Because Hamilton's already finished. Tsunoda is way out in front. So we can actually just ease off here. Don't force anything. I mean, Tsunoda's right there. Could we get Tsunoda? Could we get... I've changed my mind. Attack. It says we're 6 seconds off Tsunoda. That doesn't look right. He's literally just there. He's like right there. Is that Tsunoda or is that's a lapped car, isn't it? That's an Alpine. That's a bloody Alpine. Oh, yeah, so Drugovic is getting 10th. Loads of mechanical issues though for the AI here. It's a Haas. It's a Haas that we're gonna lap. So we might as well get the pedal down, go and overtake. And there we go. There we go. So it's going to be a point in 10th, which is great. Annoying, though, because Sonoda's going to get 2 points. And Bearman in 12th. I think that's a double payout of bonus. I'm pretty sure that's a double payout of bonus. And to be fair to them, both drivers have raced well. We started 7th and 8th. The rain screwed us, basically. The rain screwed us. And they're young drivers. They don't have the best attributes to help them in the rain. But, again, proof there is life in this car that we can do something. So, Filip Drugovich gets 1 more point, as you can see there. So, 13th and 14th in the drivers' standings. In the constructors, we are still 7th. It's now 13 points is the difference to RB. So, we'll keep an eye on that. But the most important thing, nobody crashed. Hooray! And it is a double payout for bonuses, $784,000, which is very much needed. We got 12th or higher, so Drugovich got 10th, and 13th or higher, and Bearman got 12th. Lovely. And we've finished our research for next year's underfloor. I don't think we're going to have enough money to do any more research, so that's the one thing we've done. Minus 29,000. We are only just in debt, so we aren't doing too bad at all. And I don't think it's at high risk. That's fine. High, medium, medium, medium. I think that means they can get through another race, and car 2 is medium, medium, medium. Everyone has got through a race with no damage to their car. Halle-fucking-luya. I'll see you in Spain.